Good morning, my beautiful people. Okay, so today, a few things we got going on. I'm taking my daughter to get her nails done. So, okay, I've been wanting to go to a new nail salon. I can't find one. I know somebody had um, referred me to a nail salon, and we have to make an appointment, I believe. I don't mind making an appointment, but with my schedule and just everything that's going on in my life right now, like a lot of things change, and my schedule is not necessarily constantly changing, but things come up. So I would rather go to a salon where you just walk in, you know. Anyway, so I went back to the salon that I always, went to, but I went to a different nail tech. So I love them. I love them. And I'm going to have my daughter go to her. So they open at 12. And yeah. My daughter's like, well, what if he's there and he's open and he's available and he wants to take me? I said, I'll just tell him, like, no, I want her to do her nails. I'm paying for them and I want them done correctly, because she got a brand new set 3 weeks ago. He's the one who did it, and 3 of her nails are already popping off. He did my nails, and 3 of them actually popped off too. So I had to get a whole new set last time that I went. I feel like that's going to be the case for her, but hopefully not, because that's a lot of freaking money. Anyway, and then we got to go to the hair store, and my daughter wants to get her hair done. I guess like a friend of hers was supposed to do her hair, and she was charging $60 fucking to do her hair. I was gonna go ahead and pay for it, but no, I'm not. Let me just say this. I guess like her friend, and I use that term very fucking loosely, she's sketch. There's something I don't like about this girl. I just don't fucking like her. And she seems like the type of girl to, try to be all big and bad and nice or whatever. I don't know. There's something that I just don't like about this girl. And and if it's me that I don't like I'm the person that don't like the other person, there's something wrong. Because very rarely do I not like anybody. I'll say that much. So that's all I will say about that. Anyway, we went apple picking yesterday. I haven't been apple picking for years. So I literally have a shit ton of apples. So while we're at Walmart and my daughter's getting her nails done, I'm going to do some shopping, and I'm going to get the ingredients that I need to make a homemade crust. I think that I have it all. I just need to figure out what those ingredients entail because I totally forget. And then I'm going to make a homemade apple pie and just, all that good stuff. Anyway, so let me just address a few things. So I was going through like my main account on TikTok, right? There's this fucking fucktard that left a fucktard comment like, oh, I'm going to turn this into the prosecutor's office or district attorney's office. Honey, the police, they're this fucktard's talking about the time where I stabbed somebody in the fucking leg. Right above the kneecap. And I would have done it over again. But this time I probably would have done more damage. Let me say this. When somebody is trying to rape you and kill you, or both, one or the other, you're going to do whatever necessary to protect yourself. And you have all rights necessary to do so. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. In the midst of me, stabbing this motherfucker, the police was called. The neighbor, I guess his upstairs neighbor, knows the type of person he is, and he's the one who called the police. He was like, well, I know how my neighbor gets, you know, when he's smoking a little something something, and I saw a young girl walking up, you know, he had a young girl walk up to his apartment with him, his place, so I just didn't feel, you know, that she was safe. The police came, they checked him. Obviously, like, it was, now they asked me what knife. I showed him the knife. The blade was like this long. Okay, it could have done, you know, a lot more damage, I know, but it didn't. And the police department literally told me, well, not the police department, but the, you know, officers that were out there on the scene, was like, well, too bad you didn't do more damage. Too bad he's still walking. So anything and everything that I say and I put on social media have already reaped my consequences for. The police was already involved in some way, shape, or form. Like, there's literally, like, there's nothing anybody can do or say to me that hasn't already been done. Okay, like, you're not going to try to threaten me thinking that I'm going to get in trouble. No, honey. Not at all. I'm no dummy. I would never put something on the fucking internet that hasn't already been, you know, been addressed. Like, that's just fucking stupid. I'm no fucking dummy, okay? I'll say that much. Anyway, long story short, I'm just no fucking dummy. Oh, I'm trying to think of, like, did I tell you guys about the time where I had a friend who was, I guess, and she wasn't a friend. Let me rephrase that. A girl that I knew, okay? So this was around the time where I was about to go back to prison for the umpteenth time. I already had warrants out for my arrest. So I was going hard, okay? I was going hard in the streets because I already knew that my freedom was about to be slipped away from me, okay, for a while. So I was just doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do and didn't give a care in the world. And so I was staying, well, not necessarily staying, like, I stayed a few nights at this one girl's house, her apartment, okay? She was a meth head. I did everything, okay? It wasn't just like one particular drug that I did, but, you know, if I had to choose between one or the other, it would have been probably, I don't know. I was about to say meth, but maybe heroin, I don't know. But I did both, okay? On a daily, all-day basis. So, she had this boyfriend that, you know, you could tell, like, a fuckboy from a mile away. I could sniff a fuckboy out very well. And he was just one of them fuckboys. He didn't work, which I can't even talk shit because I didn't work either. But I had my own means of making money. I'll say that. He, on the other hand, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. And it's funny because I laughed because, okay, they had this apartment, right? Well, they came up on some money. I'm not too sure, like, how they came up on some money, but they had a few dollars that they came up on. And, which is none of my business how they did anyway. But they got, like, this SUV, okay? So as soon as they got, like, an SUV, they thought that they was the shit. They thought they was the shit, and I was just this peasant and all this shit, like legit. That's what they thought of me. I was just all this piece of shit fucking junkie, this piece of shit hoe. Whoop de whoop, she ain't nothing, she ain't nobody. Like, that's how they treated me. Say that shit to my face now. Where are you guys at in life anyway? I know one of the girls' name is, I think her name is, hold on. God damn it. Kimmy. And then her boyfriend, I think they're not together anymore, but I can't remember his name. But anyways, so his mom was staying there, right? With him, with both of them, okay? So I had this boyfriend at the time, And you know he's gone now. He died of an overdose in February. You guys heard me talk about him, the one who literally dragged my fucking body outside in the snow, and I woke up. Thank fucking God. But anyway, so you know she would always flirt with him, which you know he was a good looking guy. I mean, who wouldn't flirt with him? I guess is the point. But entertaining it is a different story. Okay, and he entertained it. That's what he did. Anywho, she was a crack smoker. She smoked hella crack, which I did too. Anyway, there was just this vibe that I just didn't like from her from get-go. Just like her fuckboy son. There was just something about both of them I just didn't like. And I remember telling my ex, you know, we were together at the time. I'm like, man, I don't like that girl. He's like, why? Why don't you like her? Like, I just don't. Like, first off, she's disrespectful as fuck. Like, we're all sitting there and she's like flirting with you and shit like that right in front of me. Like, that's some foul fucking shit. That's foul as the fuck. But it is what it is. I don't give a fuck. Like, just give me my drugs. I don't give a fuck what you do. So, anyway. So, like, a couple weeks go by. This is, like, around the time where I get arrested. I think it was, like, a week before I got arrested. And I was walking down the street on Sullivan, and I saw her. I found her at UDF, okay? When I seen her, like, I went, I think, like, 2 weeks without seeing her. Now, the last time I saw her, she had on a little bit of weight. She was a chunk of monk. So, when I saw her that day, I didn't even recognize her. Like, she was fucking almost skin and bones. I'm like, holy shit, dude. And, so, and when I seen her, you know, when she had some weight on her, I guess she had just gotten out of jail or prison or something, probably jail. And she was staying at a shelter, I think a woman's shelter. There's a women's shelter on fucking Broad Street near the Hilltop or Bottoms. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so so she got in contact, you know, with her son, and she started staying there when the fuckboy started staying with his, you know, with his girlfriend. Anywho, long story short, her face was fucked up. Like, when I say fucked up, like somebody beat the living brakes off this girl. And she was crying and sobbing. I said, whoa, what the fuck is happening? What's going on? And she was like, man, somebody's going to kill me. They're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. Come to find out, she snitched on somebody. Somebody killed somebody, and she snitched on that person. Like, listen, I'll say this. I understand doing what's right. I do. And, you know, speaking out against things like that, right? If somebody killed somebody and you know that person, or you know of that person, and you just feel bad for their family and shit, like, you know, I get it. But when you are homeless and you are living on the street, literally, like, even though you're staying with your fuckboy son, and you're staying, you know, with his girlfriend in their apartment, you know, they were on the verge of losing that apartment. So the only thing that they had was that, you know, little fancy schmancy old school SUV that they would drive around thinking that they were the shit, which they don't have now anymore, obviously. But anyway, like, when you're living in that life and you're living that lifestyle, like, you just shut the fuck up. You don't say anything. You just don't. You simply do not say shit, because they will find you and they will kill you. They will. I'm not too sure. I guess they found her at the library. She was at the library, and somebody had called somebody, was like, hey, you know, so-and-so's here, Susie Lou's over here, you better get her motherfucking ass. And they came, and they fucking took her, and they fucking beat the living brakes off her, and they dumped her off, like, you know, by, like, Broad and Sullivan goes the same way. Broad and something. And she walked down to UDF by, you know, Sullivan, and I don't even know where she's at now. Like they probably offed her. I don't really know 100%. Like I don't even know her name, so I can't even look her up. I don't even know her first name. So that's how much important this girl was. But you know what I mean? Like when you live that life, whatever you see and hear, you didn't see or hear. That's just what it is. You just mind your own. That's how I knew, like I learned from a very, very young age, but you know, when you're living that life and you're walking up and down those streets, even though somebody over here, you can see and you can sense that somebody's getting their ass beat or they're getting robbed or whatever, you just keep going. You don't even look their fucking way. Like you can look at the corner of your eye. That's what even till today, because I've done that for so fucking long, for so many years. Like that is why today I mind my own. When I'm out in public or whatever, I can see and sense somebody fucking staring at me. Either they recognize me or they think that they recognize me and they're trying to figure out who the fuck I am because they feel like I have a familiar face. Like I see everything around me, but I'm not directly looking at you. You know what I mean? Like I know what you're doing. I know what you're saying. I know how you're looking. I know how your face is looking. I know your body language and your whole demeanor, but I'm just not strictly looking at you just because I done that for so long. Like you just look straight ahead. Mind your own. That's what the fuck you do. So I think a lot of people can you know, I feel like I can educate a lot of people on this because you know, a lot of you motherfuckers need to mind your own. That's what the fuck y'all need to do. With that being said, I'm about to go get ready. And yeah. I was gonna say something else and I forgot. That's all. That's it. Have a good day, guys. Bye.